cloudy here in upstate New York, but I gotta go outside and do a workout anyway for my 75 hard challenge. It'll be a full week tomorrow, and I haven't had a reset, so I'll count my blessings for that. If you screw up and you break a rule, you have to go back to day one. And that would really, I don't want to say it would suck, because then it would be like more closer to 80-something days of doing all these things that are all good for us, but I do not want to have to deal with outside workouts as the colder weather comes. So I'm going to try to wrap this up by August when my 75 days is over. So there was something I wanted to tell you. What was it? I told you about the picnic. Oh, I know. To finish up the whole, well, I'll tell you it in a longer version, of course, because I don't know how to tell anything in a short version. I've been doing this abundance challenge. It's like a 21-day Deepak challenge. I might have mentioned it. Well, anyway, different things just keep happening that are showing abundance. And I know I whined to you guys about my ticket, about how I got pulled over and my New York registration or inspection wasn't current. So I got a ticket. So I send it in. Not guilty, because I went and I got it, I got it fixed. So I got my letter from the court system yesterday, and I'd never seen this. I actually had to Google what the initials meant, but evidently they're trying to save court appearances. So as long as I don't break any more laws from the time the court accepts my plea to 30 days after, they're going to throw it out. No fines, no points, no penalties. So that was a nice little surprise to come home to last night. I just thought I would share that with you. All right, today's reading. I should have turned a light on in here. The quote is from Seth P. I don't blame my parents. This stuff has been handed down for generations. Sometimes when we begin to get better, we feel anger and frustration with our other family members who are not in recovery. We're often quick to tell them they'd better get with the program and start recovering soon. More often than not, our words fall on deaf ears. It's one thing to tell someone about the help and resources that are available. It's another to expect them to instantly understand and seek help for themselves. Most of us come from families that have struggled with alcoholism or other addictions for generations. It's no one's fault. It's a source of pride, though, that we can be part of the solution and help break the cycle of intergenerational pain. With help from our higher power, we can let go of unrealistic expectations. We can let our loved ones find recovery at their own pace in their own time. We like to carry the message of recovery to others, but it is a message of hope, not a message of blame. Today, I am grateful to be in recovery and not trapped in the pattern of addiction or sickness or pain. I feel a new freedom today. I hear in this reading that we should I hear a couple things. We should lead by example instead of preaching if there's people that are in our families, or, even people that we just care about that aren't necessarily our blood that might be struggling. I think that setting a good example, as well as transparency and vulnerability are the huge pieces of that. I know when I think about the choices I make, especially this last, year or two, as my niece just kind of starts to really blossom into almost little womanness. She's so freaking adult, but I want to be the best example for her that I can be. Not because she's, drinking, drugging, gambling, any of that stuff, but because there's so much stuff in our family. Her parents, there's definitely a lot of stuff. And I just want to show her that life is so much better without the stuff and the addiction and the craziness. I know I've been in plenty of positions where I want to, preach or solve or cure, like, well, I found this, so you should be doing this. Like, I can relate to being in that position. I will say that the practicing your own recovery will teach you to not try to do that. I mean, we all want to help, but we're never going to, just like nobody could ever make us quit, right? We're not going to be able to make anybody else quit. I will say that I've noticed changes in different people that are close to me. My mother, for example, she carries around, she used to. When I relapsed, she took them off, but she was carrying around my keychains from Gamblers Anonymous, and her frequency in gambling has really, not that she was necessarily a gambling addict, but just her frequency has gone down the more that I talk about it and raise awareness around it. I think she still enjoys it, which is fine. She didn't get in any kind of trouble like I did, but I did notice that through my example, she definitely, I think, views it differently. If you're struggling with someone in the family that you want to, that would benefit from recovery, because like I said, it comes from, it's not even, maybe it's a control thing because we're addicts, but it's more so, I think, that we want people to find what we have found, the calmness, the serenity of not having to lie and steal and act like a jerk and all the things that come with being an addict. And it might not be gambling, it might be drinking, it might be drugging, whatever the addiction is in the family. We want them to be happy and healthy too. And the best way we can do this, guys, unfortunately, is, let them know what's available, or, share your experience, strength, and hope kind of in a passive way, not an aggressive way, and just let them find their way. And I know it's easier said than done, especially if you're on this great path and everything just feels amazing. You want to give that away. And the best way you can is just by continuing to work on yourself and show up. Everybody's on their own journey. And, back to my faith of, it happens the way it's supposed to happen. And I just have to believe that. I see my brother struggling all the time, and I want to fix him. I want him to see, but I can't make him change. I can't make him think different. And that's really his problem. His problem's more in thinking than anything. He gets in this spiral, and it's so hard to get him on a positive spiral. But he knows the program's there. He knows what it looks like when he feels good and healthy. Like, what else can I do with that? I can't control that. I can continue to challenge it when it's appropriate. Since he's not really speaking to me still, I don't know that it's appropriate yet. But I would be there for him. The problem is there's some disconnect about what being there means. Sometimes, his impression might be that me giving him money is being there for him, where my version of being there for him is, I'll listen to you. I'll support you going to a meeting or whatever, but I'm not an enabler, and I won't be an enabler. I've done some things that might be on the, what do you call it? Like the line of enabling, but I can rationalize them away and feel okay about it. So, so think about that generationally. If you're a parent out there, you have an opportunity to, break the cycle with your children. If you're on the right path and you found recovery and healthy living, I often think of, if I wasn't an addict, would I have found so many of the gifts that I found in recovery? gratitude, meditation, affirmations, all these things. And I was watching a video the other day, and it was a mommy and a daughter, and they presented like they were looking in the mirror, and they were saying daily affirmations. And it was just beautiful. This 5 or 6-year-old girl is going to start her day off, with her mother saying, the affirmation, and the daughter repeating, I am loved, I am beautiful, I am this. It was really kind of a neat premise. So if you're a parent in recovery, you now have like a gift that maybe most parents don't have. I don't know this lady's story, if it's just, she had good exposure, or it's something she just decided to do with her daughter, or however she landed there, but she's passing it forward to the next generation. So I guess that's a priceless gift that you can offer. And that's another beautiful thing. So that's the scoop for today, guys. I will be back tonight, probably late afternoon, because I got meetings tonight. But we will work on some more of the Dharma recovery. I think we're on the second Noble Truth, which I'm really enjoying learning about this stuff. So, I'll check back with you later. Have a good day, guys. And you're well understood.